Hi, we're Roy and Karen, and this video is about our RV trip to Blue Springs State Park.
I don't know if you guys know this, but trying to get reservations at some Florida state parks, it's like pulling teeth. They actually give Florida residents like us an extra month.
So we can reserve it 11 months and
something like that.
Non-residents can reserve it 10 months out.
It doesn't help in a lot of places. If you're trying to get into one of the parks in the Keys, you're not getting in. The odds are against it. Blue Springs State Park is one of those parks that if you're trying to get in there in the winter, forget it. August, no problem. You want 3 weeks in the park, you can have it. Because the reason for going to Blue Springs
is to see the manatees.
Absolutely. So if you don't know, the springs in Florida are 72 degrees. So when the water is warmer than that out in the ocean, the manatees stay out in the ocean. But when it cools down, so when it's in the 20s and 30s, those manatees start to come in. They come in to hang out in that 72 degree water. The reason I bring up how hard it is because we made these reservations like 6 or 7 months in advance. And we were happy to have them, but it was a gamble. Would there be manatees there when we show up? And it looks like we're gonna get lucky. It looks like there's a cold front coming into Florida. We're crossing our fingers. We happened to mention it at church that we're going, and one of our friends there said, "Oh, you gotta go to DeLand? DeLand. They just do the whole town up for Christmas. You gotta go."
And it was perfect timing. The weekend we were scheduled to go, they were having their tree lighting and the Christmas chorus, and it was a lot of fun. People everywhere.
So much fun. Although there were quite a few people there, it's a very small town feel. It was really nice. We walked through different exhibits and some of the kids doing caroling, and to me it felt like we were in It's a Wonderful Life. Doing it before we're going to go camping, it just made the whole weekend feel more special,
more celebratory. Nice way to start off December.
So we had to wait until Karen got home from work before we could leave, and we didn't have dinner. So we put our name into a pizza place and a Greek place.
Do we want Italian? Do we want Greek? We want whatever comes up first.
Whoever calls us first, that's where we're going. And it turned out to be the pizza place. And it was good.
Best pizza I've had in a while. That was great.
So we headed over to the campground. Like I said, we're expecting a cold front. We're expecting it to be really cold in the morning, and it was. And because it was, the manatees were everywhere.
Yep.
Hey, look, we found a manatee.
Guaranteed you will spot them.
With them.
Yep, hundreds and hundreds of them. And fish, like I haven't seen anywhere. Just a huge column of fish swimming along the shoreline.
Remember that when you go to see the springs, they're crystal clear. So you can see everything.
And it was a short walk from the RV park down to the boardwalk that went along Blue Springs. And
we took the boys with us, and they were enjoying it. So there's this group, I think they're called Friends of the Manatees, and they go out every day in a canoe And she's out there, and what she's doing is she's counting the manatees. So she starts at one end where the spring, I guess, starts, and then goes all the way to the St. John River. And I asked her, so how many did you count? 513. Well, it was just a week before, there was about 100.
You never know.
As it cools down, they start piling in.
Followed the boardwalk down to the St. John's River, and
it's really interesting to watch the manatees go in and out of the spring into this giant St. John River. St. John River is a navigable river. We could have taken a tour. They had pontoon boats, but
we wanted low key and just taking it easy and enjoying it. Walking around.
What did we see? What was that house?
Thursby House, the original
Thursby House. Yeah. What
plantation starter.
Louis Thursby. He was one of the first European settlers to Florida and came here with his family in 1857. And because this house is so close to this giant river, and there were all these commercial boats, steam-powered boats that would go up and down the river. He thought this was the perfect location. So he built a great big pier there, and he put in an orange orchard. When we walked through this home, and it was a nice size home, all I kept thinking about is, what is it like in Florida in August? How do these people survive? And the mosquitoes.
Right on the water.
So close, so close to the water. These had to be tough cookies. Looking at the manatees, watching them, enjoying them. That's all terrific. And we like it. But nothing beats actually swimming with the manatees. And we did that in Homosassa. We had so much fun. If you want to see that video, I'll put that up right here. In the meantime,
we appreciate you stopping by.
See ya.